Welcome to this series where we are playing realistic mode in No Man's Sky. In the last part, we made a start on this map. This is the unification map that I've published into the workshop. We started in 1960. We only progressed the date 3 days, but that was purely by accident. Because during this initial design phase, you do get free leveling. So what you do need to do is try and get as much design done before you can actually cut loose with all the other facilities that you need to do before we can actually start building. And apologies again in advance that a lot of this video is going to be focused very much on design as well, although hopefully towards the end we may actually start the process of actually putting together or starting to create some gravel roads. Now, a bit of an update of changes since the end of the last part is what I've done is put in the rail connection here, because we've got a rail path there, but because we got the border there, which we can't really cross. Although a big thank you to somebody who posted a comment saying there is a way that you can actually build outside, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stay within the spirit of the overall game strategy, if you want to call it that way. So what I've done is I've built this viaduct over the roundabout, and it kind of kinks a little bit there. I don't really like that. Let me just see. I think maybe we can actually tidy that up a little bit. Remove the rail lines. Got to be a little bit careful because I had a really tough job trying to get the railway under that bridge up here. I think if we come here, and if I can hook up this bridge here, press Q to drop it down. I think if I can kind of get it so it lines up a little bit like that. The perspective can be a little bit tricky in this game. And of course we're going to build a concrete base railway through to there. Yeah, I think that makes it a little bit straighter. And then what we will do is just remove these points here, because in fact what I'll do is I'll kind of curve you guys over that way a little bit as well, because the initial plan is that the highway here and the railway will kind of run a little bit parallel as it goes north. So get there again. I'm just gonna remove those points there from there. Yeah, so I've built this railway over here. Apologies, this is when I made the previous video, is I've got a bit of a cough. I don't think it's actually turned into a cold, but it's gone down on my chest. So apologies for pauses for coughing. And the video will probably be a bit shorter because it seems to have got stuck at the moment. Now, another change I made is I put a second roundabout in here because, let me just clear that up here, because what I want to do is work on waste and maintenance in this area. And that's going to make things possibly a little bit tricky, because I want to expand the town out this way a bit, but at the same time I don't want to go too far. Oops. Now I want to, what's it? This is ground distance is about 350 meters to there. I'm trying to think of a way that I can do this. I'm starting to think I don't want this road here. So in fact, well, I do want this road, but I don't want it as a through road. So I think we're going to go there, and I think the first thing I'm going to put in is a technical services office, where we got different sizes now. We got 15, 4, and 8. I think I want to put an 8 just here. This is going to be our snow clearance technical office there. And then I want to put another technical office. I want the big one, 15. I'm going to flip you that way. In fact, I'm going to push you that way, like that. Now, what I want to do now is put in a vehicle maintenance building. Where is it? Vehicle repair building. I want the large one. And we're going to put you... Now, correct me if I'm wrong with this, because I've never really used the... I want a large... I'm just going to put you there in a bit, like that. Yeah, actually, if I don't actually use that entrance, and then say we put in the large vehicle repair depot. Now we can put the large vehicle repair depot, can actually have the connection to the roundabout. Yeah, I think if we put that there, we can put the road connection to there, accept that. We leave that there, find the warehouse. Where's the warehouse? A small warehouse. So if I put the small warehouse, actually, yeah, we can move this around. So if we, right, I'm just going to move you. And we're going to put a small warehouse. Something, actually, can we, I could put it there, couldn't I? Actually, that might be better. So if we put the small warehouse there, we can put the delivery road coming there, but we won't build it straight away. Right, good. I can tuck you in. I don't want you too close to, well, we can use this as an advantage. Actually, no, we'll put you about there again. I don't really want, so that's that there. Then on this side, we will put in, where's the technical offices again? Technical services. I want the one, what's it? The 15 slots. Whoops. Are you the one with 15 slots? Am I going to put you right there? And then alongside that, we're going to put the one with 8 slots. If we can get you as close together as possible. Actually, there's a footpath there. I'm going to want to leave us gap for the footpath. And then we'll put a road across. Pick a road up here. Through like that. Just press that. Get the snapping. That gives you that one there. So what we've got now is, this is the, yeah. Right, I'm going to rename these. Actually, what we're going to do first is move the town name. Put you smack in the center. Get rid of you. And what I'm going to do is rename this, and I'm going to call this not Southampton. I'm going to call this Portsmouth. That's the town where I actually grew up. I don't live there anymore, but it's a major naval port in the UK, or it was. And what we'll do is we'll call you Portsmouth Waste Collection. And then we'll call you Portsmouth snow clearance. So we've now got this in here, this in there. Now, out here, I want a construction office, a big one. I want to emphasize that at the moment what we're doing is some really long-term, super long-term planning here. And we're going to put you there. So in theory, we got you connected there, you connected there. You will come down to there. Now this construction office obviously will build a lot of stuff around here, but the main reason for putting this construction office in is more long term, because this is the one that's actually going to do the building maintenance. This is something you need to plan when you're playing with maintenance and waste on. One, you've got to have a construction office to actually repair the buildings, and you've got to remember is the construction office can have a range of up to 3,000 meters, but at the same time you also need a vehicle maintenance building, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. I don't really like that. Sorry, I'm just going to part of me says there. Can I get that? Yeah, I think if we can get that in just there, I can get rid of that. And then let me just do a quick test here. We put a road there. You can come into there. Okay, right. What this is going to do is hold some of the more specialist supplies that's going to be needed by the vehicle recovery. What we're going to be putting along here, and I'll put one in, and we can't put one in actually, but what I want to do here is possibly put some distribution offices along here. And the idea is that what will happen is that the vehicle maintenance building will maintain all the vehicles in these buildings, which means they don't have to run around and go back to them. The only thing I wouldn't mind putting in here is no, I don't feel the need for a depot. And what I'm hoping is to get some distribution offices along here. And what those distribution offices will actually do, I mean, we could turn, actually if I, sorry, change of mind again. It just occurred to me that I'm wasting space. Let me just see. We put it that way. That'd be even better, wouldn't it? Because the construction office there, that almost comes out in line with this road here, doesn't it? So say for example, what's that? That's bulk gravel road. I think we'll do that. Run that road through there. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we're gonna have to do a bit of jiggery pokery here. Can we get some free leveling here? Get that there. Let me just see. No. Okay, we're gonna have to do. Where's the construction office? What I'm gonna do is just push this out. Like this doesn't, and then Haha. Yep. And then yeah, we get the free road simply because that's part of the, I think you get it free for the first month. And I'm going to put this road connection in. Okay. That leaves a little bit of space here for something else should we need it. Now we are going to expand the town out here a little bit because as far as I remember, this doesn't actually produce any pollution as such. So we could probably bring another row of houses out here. And the idea is that what will happen is that we will put a footpath through, probably be an asphalt, but something like that. And then that will come to here. And another thing that I really want with this building here is the fact that the workforce will walk there. I don't want to use buses to get to these key areas here. And of course we've got a bus station there. So we've now got this area built in here. And that is our kind of waste management type situation. Now, the next thing I want to do is come over here. We're going to have to build this bridge, unfortunately. Although I could put, let me just see, we could put a temporary mud road round. Let me just put that round. Say for example, no, you can put a temporary mud road round to here because what I want to build over here, in fact, I'm not even sure whether I can actually build it, but yeah. What I want is a large garbage transfer over here. Just put on this bit here. Actually, could I put it? No, I don't want it over there. And we're going to put a large garbage transfer here. Now, what this does, this is quite a powerful building because what you don't want is all the garbage trucks collecting in your town here wandering off to, say, the border, which we're probably going to have to sell garbage to the border. And eventually what we will have over here is a waste disposal capability. But you don't want all your small trucks that are collecting waste in this area going long distances. So if you use a large transfer office here, the only I think if we put it there, and what you do need is a road cargo station. 6, I think 6 would be enough. Let me just flip that the other way. Yep. And what we'll do is put the cargo station in about there. Oops. Put you in. We'll keep this on mud roads for the moment. So what will happen is that when this technical office is set up, its drop-off point will be here, and then what we'll do is build a distribution office here, which will then move the waste in large trucks rather than small trucks. Just to show you what I'm talking about is if we come in here and go to waste trucks, what you get, turn off the workshop. It looks like we've only got small ones at the moment. Oh, it's waste system. I want just waste trucks. What you see is we get one small one, one large one. Now the large one carries 6.5 tons of waste. This one carries 6.5 tons as well. But that's the small one. This is the one doing the collection. This is the one that's going to be doing the transportation. So we've got that there done now. Let me just see. So we've got, it's a bit annoying that we can't do the research, but okay, so we've got that there. I need to start building the roads. I think we're now at a point where I could keep designing endlessly, but it seems a bit pointless. I think we need now to get our crews working on this road here. So the first thing we're going to have to buy, now of course when you're playing realistic mode, you can't actually If you come in here and try, it says there's no connection to custom house. It says buy new vehicle, but what you can do is come in here, you buy the vehicle, an oil tanker here, 7 tons, 11 tons. I think we'll buy 7 tons here. But what you'll see is that if we let the game run, the tanker always comes from the customs post. And so the first thing we need to do is get the tanker out to the customs post. So this is something you do need to be aware of when you're starting out. And so the first thing you need is these guys delivering fuel, because there's eventually he will run out of fuel. So if you don't get the fuel there, then you've got a bit of a problem, because of course auto purchase doesn't work. Now the next thing I want is the free construction office. I must admit, I don't like these construction offices, but we got to start with some. I'm going to build one. We only get 7 of them. 2, 3. What I'm going to do now is come into here, and we're going to set you up, pick up gravel. That's all you're going to do, is just pick up gravel. And then we're going to come in here, and what I want is dumpers. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 dumpers. That's all we can buy. And we get the dumpers out here. Now, I'm not going to assign anything to these guys, because what I'm going to buy here is 3 bulldozers. 1, what's the best one? You're 28, you're 22, so 2, 3 of those. Now the next thing I want to do, yep, I only want you detecting roads. I don't want you going off doing buildings or anything else like that. That applies to you. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to have this one on, start you off on gravel as well. And all you're going to do is detect roads as well for 1,000. Right. You can see these first thing these guys are going to do is go and deliver fuel. Right. Next thing I want here. Well, I think at the moment we don't actually need the open hole, because these guys are going to just do their thing building these. And what we're going to do is build out the gravel road here, because I want to build all the gravel infrastructure into this area. So it's a bit unfortunate. Let's see if I think what I don't really want to make that connection. I think what we'll do is I'm gonna, this is a little bit over the top, but make that connection there for the moment, because the next thing we need to do is think about power. Now what I want to do is set up a distribution system. A common mistake new players make is that when they put in the power side, they kind of put the power something like that on very close to the border. And they also that you can get a bit caught out, because if you look at these, you'll see that there's small connectors there. Now the trouble is, if you use these to provide power to buildings here, you're effectively permanently trapped into importing power, because if the mains doesn't flow into there, if you actually do the export, it's a bit of a kind of misnomer. Now the other thing is, because we're playing in realistic mode, we need to make sure that our power grid is within the capacity or the range of the our fire services, and also building maintenance. These buildings require both maintenance and they need fire protection. It's nothing worse than building up there. Now our biggest power cable is here, so I think we're now gonna run you to there. Now, of course, we've got a power here. Now, what I'm going to do now is come down to here, and I'm going to put a three-way switch here, because I want the option to be able to run power around this town here. In fact, I'm a bit inclined to put it there, actually, because we may need to run power out that way. Actually, I think I will put it just behind here, like that. And then we can run a mud road to there. Now, so we got 15 megawatts coming into here, but I don't think we actually need... I think I'll step it down to 10 from here. And what we're going to do is run to about there. Run across to there. There. Now, the next thing you need is a step-down transformer. And what I'm going to do is put the step-down transformer for this town. It's a bit close, actually. I think what we will do is put it... I don't want to run the too long power lines. I think, actually, if I put it out about here, you can go there. Now, our first power line, I'm going to actually go underground. It doesn't carry as much power as the above ground one, but the reason I want to go underground here to this one is that, oops, I've made the town a little bit too tight with respect to our actual layout, and in here eventually, and I'm not putting it in just yet because I want to build the roads, but eventually what we're going to have to do is put in our waste collection. And at the moment we've got buildings like this, and the ones I want to put in from the get-go are the ones that actually allow separation. And the thing is if you can get these in, but if I put a power line through here, because where's the power substation? It's in here somewhere. Here's the substation. I may want to put something in here in the way of waste collection for these buildings, so I didn't want to run an overhead power cable. I suppose I could, maybe I could run one through, yeah, maybe I could get away with that. Let me just see. I think I'll leave it under review at the moment, because we could put that in there. We could. Trouble is, if I put a power cable through here, because I think I've got a bit of an ideal space here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it underground for the moment. Now, obviously, our substation is. This is the electrical substation here. If I look at this and put that there, see that only comes out as far as there. So what we're going to need to do is provide power into here. Now that only comes that far, but it could possibly spread out to this area. But so what I'm going to do is, if I put the substation here, that reaches into those areas there. And this is the reason why I'm not too worried about having a low power line there, because eventually what we'll do is, as this town grows, we will put in the necessary substations around the outside. And I think what we will do is we'll put a full-blown one in there. I want to keep that spare. In fact, I want to keep that spare. So what we'll do is come out like that. Come across to there, and run you to there. what that will do is run the power into there. Now the next thing we got to consider is the heating plant. Just love the heating plant. And I'll be completely upfront, guys. I really like my small heating plants and specialist heating plants in the mod. So this is going to prove a little bit difficult. The heating's there. Now we need the heating plant to be about 800. So really what we're thinking about is a heating plant somewhere around here. Maybe I built this on the wrong side. Yeah, I think this is on the wrong side. I'm just going to demolish this. And demolish you, remove you. I just want to remeasure the distance again. As you may guess, I've not done any kind of really good planning for this. Yeah. What I'm thinking is heating plant here. Now I'm going to go for a large heating plant. And I want it that way, but I want to flip it that way. Put the heating, maybe, yeah, we put the heating plant there. Plan the road out that way. You can come that way. Just want to double check. Now the reason I've put the conveyor going that way is that because we've got the rail lines up here, what I'm thinking eventually is an aggregate storage there, and we can bring coal in using trains. So I wanted to keep that option open as much as possible. Right, so we're going to go here. Heating lines. Heating cable pipes should always be underground. They lose less heat than if you got there. Where's the heating plant? Okay, we're going to need to go get some depth. Unlike sewer pipes, heating plants don't cause a problem. I think you can get about 1 kilometer before you actually have to use a pumping station, heat pumping station. What you want to do is actually always try and get the pipelines in like that. So we've now got a heating plant here. And of course, that now opens up the probability that we're going to need a bus platform. Now, a lot of players will put the bus platform in the center of town, which personally I don't like doing, because what that means is you suck all the workers in from here. What I like to do is actually have bus platforms out so that I can send workers to different platforms to fulfill different roles. And so the next thing I want is obviously the workers on this side, I want to go in this direction, but there isn't that many workers we're going to need. And of course initially we're not going to we're not really going to need that many workers. So what I'm thinking is we need a bus platform. I want one with that's nice. Well, that's got some nice angles on it as well. Oh yeah, I like that. Keep breaking these roads up though. Don't really want to break these roads up at the moment. The downside of this one is if I flip it that way, well, that's even better. And then we can get a footpath out from, yeah, I think if we put you about there, and of course we've got, eventually we'll get workers going that way. Wow. Hey, these guys are cracking on. That's great. What I do need now is a little bit of an incentive. Go this. What's going on here? I don't think that road's actually connected, is it? Something tells me that road's a bit icky. For some reason I've got a bridge. No, I don't actually know. That's the service road. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. I need you guys to build out this way. I need you to build that, and I need you to build here, here, and here. And of course, we've got to put the substation back in, haven't we? Haha, not all about that. Sorry about that. Getting a bit too wrapped up in myself. And if we put, what did I put in here? We got, yeah. Actually, if we put you there, that minimizes the junctions, and that means we can. Yeah, when I'm planning kind of buildings like this, I always look for the potential crossroads because it reduces the number of nodes that you can have to put in. But strictly speaking, we don't need that road there. And then I think I'm going to run the full 15 megawatts. Run you behind there and into there. And then that gives us a distribution center here, which will be in range of the fire station and get things going. So I think it might be a bit time to bring in some more dumpers. 1, 2, 3. It's also time now to bring in the open hole. And what we're going to do is say deliver those, because the bulldozers are getting further and further away, which means that the distance that the vehicles have to travel is getting further and further away. So I mean, we're doing okay for cash at the moment. I'm not worried about this road. This is the highway. What I'm interested in is getting into our town and building all these roads. And then we can start doing the interconnections as well as part of the process. Because of course the great dilemma is that in realistic mode, once you start building buildings, and as soon as you give them, I think it's, if you give them power, it actually increases the possibility that you will get a fire. So what you need really is to get the fire station up and running ASAP. But one thing you can do is once you've got the main roads in, you can then start building the power cables as well. And also we're going to need to build this actually. Let me just see. Right, we're going to need to do something down here, because it just realized that we've got these connectors here that have got footpaths. So we need to put a road down, extend the road down here. Okay, I think, let me just press that. I think we're going to create the road there. I don't really want to build a road here because we're going to possibly have ports here, which means, so what we're going to need to do is you've got a footpath. What happened to the road? Cancel. Right. For the moment, you need a connection there. Because what we're going to have to do is build these switches and connect. But at the moment, we can do all this with footpaths. And there's another one just in there. I think that's, oh, that one I think it's already been done, isn't it? There. Hard to tell. No, it's not. There isn't one there. Okay. So what we got now is the footpaths down to here to allow us to, because we're gonna have to build all this before we can actually start moving people in. How are we going? So I'm kind of running out of things to plan and do. I don't really want. I want to get the main infrastructure built before we actually get this. Can you? We may have a little bit of a problem with this bit of road here and this little bit of road, but it's not. It's a problem, but at the same time it's not, because we can eventually we can fill these in. Yeah, let's just see how this guy's going. He's going round there. Yeah. So he will fill in that section. Maybe if I put that high priority, it will get moved. You see how quickly the bulldozers can get out once you've actually got them working on this area here. The downside is that these vehicles will it would take longer indirectly for these to be able to get out and about. So what he should do is pick up that one, and we'll follow him again. Hopefully he will build. It looks like he's going to build that. That will make quite a big difference once that's built, because what that will mean is that instead of coming down all round here, these guys will go out of here. So we'll just watch. Yeah, this will get built. Generally, when building gravel roads, bulldozers are faster than excavators. So I know it sounds like, well, I'll use bull excavators because you can use them later on. But probably these 3 bulldozers will last us a very long time. This is going out this way, which is good. This guy's working along quite nicely. Because of course this will, because we built this mud road through here, that will give us another back door into there. Let me just see. I think this might be a little bit of a problem one, because I think it might be a little bit too short. Sometimes if you do, although that's fairly short as well, I think we're just see where he's. Let's just check another one. What I am going to do now is, because these guys are showing a preference for the mud road, so I think we'll get that built. Where are you going now? Let's see where he's going. See, they can really be a bit derpy sometimes, because the way the game works is it calculates distance and speed, so it will decide that. In fact, I think what I will do is this has to be built in anyway, so we might as well build that, and I think we're build that as well. Get them to, might as well get this initial infrastructure built. Oops. So I mean, I'd be really tempted to actually buy another bulldozer, but I think what we can do, seeing we're waiting on things, I think what I might do is put the accommodation blocks in up here. Again, we're going to use the medium residential with the good. Wow, what are you? Is this one, isn't it? Yeah, this has got. I'm kind of thinking we can put. This is in range, which is good. We'll put one there. Possibly, but let's just give yourself a bit of a grid. But should we put 4 along across here? Might give you a little bit extra. Okay, this one, aha, that one's not going to play. That's okay, because what we can do is I put a road there, come to there. There's a road coming in here, isn't there? Actually, we're just connect you to there. Except that. And then hope what we can do is put some more buildings here, and or maybe a waste collection site there. Actually, let's just do a check for waste collection. Now I think we can do it. Maybe we could put a waste collection on this corner here, and what that will do is bring these very close into this area here. In fact, we could leave this area open, possibly for a school or something like that. Yeah, I think that will work, because there's, I'm pretty sure, well, these are technical offices. They don't produce pollution anyway. So we got that there, got that there. Yeah, these guys are cracking along quite nicely. I'm not sure about this road yet, whether I want it to be permanent or not. Although we do need to start considering potential money-making industries. In fact, I think I'm aware that I'm running out of time, so maybe that will need to wait to the next part, because one thing I will want to do, I think, just to finish this part off, I am going to put some rail tracks in. We're going to come out fairly straight. We're only going to have... No, that's horrible. Was this snapping? Yes. We got the snapping on a moment. We just cancel this. Put you there. What I want to do is come out reasonably straight that far, like that. I'm going to put crossover there, then you're going to do a almost 90-degree kind of swing round like that, and then we're going to run out like that. We've got a bit of road here that I'm going to trim back a bit. So we've now got this area here. Now the next thing we got to consider is how we're actually going to build this rail track. And what I'm thinking is, where's the rail construction office? I think we're going to start with a 4 slot. Can't see any point getting put you that way. That's horrible. We've got a bit of a problem here with, I think what I'd like to do is angle you like that. And then what we're going to do is that's so you can come in. No, so we actually going to remove those, and we're going to put crossover there, and I'm going to remove you and you. It's a bit longer than I would like, because eventually what we'll do, in fact I can possibly put it in, yeah, because that will work, because when the rail construction trains are running out here, they can use the crossover to go there, so they can come in and out of here and call. In fact, I could even do a single connection actually. Yeah, I think I can. I think it'd be simpler if we start with a single connection like that, because he can come out, build this, And I mean, the most we're going to have here is 2 trains. So we'll have that there. And then what I want to do is we're going to have a bit of a marshalling yard here. Like that. That can come that way. And of course we'll be using right-hand traffic. So come there. Oops. Need you to come to there. Extend this that way. And then trim you back there. And come oops like that. And then what we're gonna have to do is this actually we could probably trim that back a little bit further. And then you can come out up like that. And then what we can have in here is a whole series of industries like that. And I want a reasonably straight section here because what I probably would like to do in the long term is actually put in a rail distribution office here. So anyway guys, we're just going to go around and just see what our Urbits have been up to. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. We're probably going to have to use a construction crew on this. Because I think this is just too small. You can see the gravel's there, we just need a workforce, but we've got a road connection, so it's not worth worrying about things like this and this. Actually, what I could do is I might be able to fix this one. We've lost some gravel, but that one will get built in a bit quicker. We can't do anything about this one because these roads are finished. This is, wow. These guys are working really well at the moment. I think what we will do is just increase the range to 3,000 so that you will work. Okay. Set that to high priority. Again, I think the game's got a bit of a problem with this one because, oh no, where are you going? Can you build these, please? Yep, it's got to the right one. Oh, say this road we can put in later on. In fact, we could do as a straight connection once this has been built. That's been built. This is nearly finished. So we're really pushing out. I think this might be a problem. So just going to remove you. And we'll replace you with a mud road for the moment. Did I actually? I've just had a sudden thought. We put a substation there, didn't we? That is the substation. Yep. So the fire station is in place. So probably our first power connection would be here because we need to put power to the fire station in order to provide for fire coverage. Oh, oh, you sneaky guys. They're actually coming up this road here to start building this. That's okay. That's because this is not being built. Just gonna push that up. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.